Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Shelltastic Crafts. I basically pulled out this mold for today. I want to do another 3D bloom. And if you watched my last video, I love the way that mica powders look in the 3D bloom. And I feel like next time I'm going to try it with alcohol inks as well, so you guys can see that. But today I've chosen pink, which is Lilium by Deanne Kapoor's. This purple, if you notice, I put a little butterfly to show you what it looks like in resin. So it is a nice deep color. Purple Zircon and Golden Opal by Diane Kapoor's. Deanne Kapoor, sorry about that. I'm going to use a little bit of crushed glass in the center. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I like the effect of it. So I think I like the last look that I had with tiniest bit of crushed crystal in the front. So we're working face down. So this will be the back and we're working face down. So I'm going to push crushed glass, clear mica powder with the tiniest bit, and I mean tiniest bit of crushed crystal because I don't want it taken away from this or the actual piece. So I'm going to mix in quite a tiny bit. So basically, I think I'm just going to start with 8 ounces because I just want to get a layer down of clear. I want to keep enough for my piping so I could pipe the colors in. And instead of white, which we'd normally use in the 3D bloom, the golden opal is going to act like my whitish color. So I'm going to go mix. This I use tabletop epoxy resin by Let's Resin 1:1. And the reason being is tabletop epoxy is very thick and it really takes the guesswork out of all the timing that you have to wait, because you do have to wait a certain amount of thickness time so that the resin thickens up in order to create the 3D bloom effect. And by using regular 1:1 epoxy, you have to wait quite a while, probably about 40 minutes, in order for it to get warm enough and thick enough for you to do your piping. Whereas tabletop resin takes all the guesswork out of it. It's pretty much ready much faster. So, like I said, I'm going to go mix up 8 ounces and I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I mixed up 8 ounces. Looks very bubbly, but that's because it's very thick resin. So basically, I poured a little bit of alcohol into the colors, the mica powders, to dissolve them. And I want to save like about an ounce to an ounce and a half for each of them. Lovely purple, gorgeous color. I think that should be enough, but I'm just going to put a little bit more. Rather have more to pipe with than less. Nothing like running out of your color if you're doing a 3D bloom. So not a good idea. It's not a big amount. And basically, there's not much time to be putting this through a bubble machine, maybe a vacuum chamber. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but basically, you only have about 20-minute working time with this. So you really don't need to. These are going to go in piping bags anyway. So basically, I have the piping bags ready. And my first color will go in there. What's that? And I'd rather have a little bit more than less when it comes to your piping colors. So like I said, that's definitely something you do not want to run out of when you're piping. But you'll probably have to start the project all over because it'll be very hard to match the color. I tend to make more for the piping color, so I've never had it run out on me, but I can imagine that not a good situation. Like I said, I'd rather have more than less. So those are my three colors. And then the rest, I'm going to put, like I said, a very tiny bit of crushed crystal. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. I have one open. There you go. Okay, so this is the one I use from Unicone Art. It's crushed crystal magical powder. So I'm basically, it's beautiful. A little diamond dust, if you want to call it that. And I'm literally, if I can get a stick, going to just put a hint, like this much, no lie, in there. And just mix it around. And I'm going to see if it's, oh yeah, there's crushed crystal in there. So many bubbles in there that you can't really tell. But once it disperses, hope I don't mix up too much, but we'll see. I don't really want a very, very thick layer in there. Spread it apart, make sure that it goes all into the corners. If you notice how thick it is, this resin does have quite the consistency. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to torch out all the bubbles. If I didn't mention it before, I didn't realize. This mold is from Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out. Shout out to her channel. She is amazing. I've watched her a lot. And these molds are made by her. And the quality of them is beyond. I mean, I love them. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Got all the bubbles out. Like I said, there's a very thin layer of crushed crystal in there. And what I'm going to do is take a little spoon and I'm going to put the crushed glass in the middle. So I want to mix these two colors. So basically, show it which way goes up and down, but hopefully I can get this open. Okay, I got it. Very pretty purple. And basically, I'm going to take one of these, move that back into the middle, kind of mix it up, make sure all of it has a little resin on it, and make it as round into the center as possible. I like putting the crushed glass in the middle because it just gives it that extra little look of it, and it looks really, really pretty. Okay, so I'll leave that. I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to wait a few more minutes for it to get thicker. I have a little bit left over, so I should pour that into something. While I'm waiting a few extra minutes for that to get warmer, I'm going to find something that I can color and pour that into so I don't waste it. Clean up a little bit. And let me see if I can find, I'm gonna pour my little rose. It's clean. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to try to make a rose top for that jar I made, a storage jar that I made with the butterfly on the side that I used all the opaque colors from the alcohol inks from Octopus Inks from Laura's Art Corner, and see if I can get one that matches. Whoops. Nope. Okay. Mix these up a minute on the vortex mixer. So even though I used these the other day, the sediment does sit on the bottom. It's a good idea to mix them before you use them. So so what I'm gonna do, did I spray it? I think I did, but I'm gonna spray it again. That out of there. To get any bubbles out of there. Get it into all those leaves. Put a drop of light green. Put a drop of the lavender. Put a drop of the cotton candy. And Laura's Art Corner sells these octopus inks. Not many people sell these in the US. They're great inks. Let's see if we can get this in here before it starts getting really a lot thicker. Do it again. A drop of purple, or 3. Leaked out fast. Pink. Green. I feel like the light green isn't as pigmented because it's a different brand. It's less resin, although they are opaque resin pigment. What color did I miss? The vanilla. But octopus inks tend to be strong. So I think I'm going to just have enough to do this. Wow, when I say perfect, that is like perfect. I mean, I could use a little bit more, but if I scrape and I swirl, That came out perfect. So I'll leave that off to the side. Let that cure, that's gone. And now, just going to give it another torch. And I already see something in there. A little piece of dust. Okay. All right, so this is getting warmer. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. Spray that. Put these away. Make sure they're capped. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Left it for a little longer. And now I'm going to start with the pink in the middle. And I'm going to go with the purple. Ah! Then with the golden opal. Oh my God, I'm dripping everywhere. I find that when I cut the hole on my bag too small, the lines become squiggly. So I don't want that to happen. So I make sure that I cut it bigger. And this way I can get the effect. All right, and try to end like that. Now I'm going to go in with this. And I don't want to disturb my crushed glass on the bottom, but I do want to smooth out some of the blobs and the places where I stopped and started. Here, smooth that out, smooth that out, smooth this out, smooth that out. Okay, that looks okay. This piece out of here if I can. But you notice with the mica powders, they're already spreading. That's what I love. I mean, the alcohol inks do that too, but the mica powder just does it in a different way. So basically, I'm going to start going in from the outside. I'm going to go 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. Then I'm going to cut it in two. So go in that way, go in that way, in that way, and then that way. And it should all come into the middle. And see them spreading already? It looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you wanted to, you can pull them out, pull them out, pull them out, and it'll give you a different effect. But basically, I like it the way it is. I'm just giving it a few minutes here. It's starting to spread here. There's a little blobby. Let me fix that. Okay, and then I'm going to take, I don't want to go all the way to the bottom because of the fact that my crushed crystal and my crushed glass is under there and I really don't want to disturb it. So I want to go like this and like this and like this and swirl it right in the middle. Okay, basically that's it. Hopefully it'll spread a little more here. And fix that, fix that, fix that. Right now it's really, I like the way it's spreading. I hope it closes up a little more here. Actually, if I can, without dripping in there. I almost don't want to do it because I think I'm going to ruin it. I want to make it a little bit right here, right here. That's good. I'm not going to touch it anymore because I don't know if I just ruined it or not, but hopefully that gives it a little more of the golden opal color to spread a little bit there. All right, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't ruin this. We'll see in the end result. This has a little blobby here. Fix it up. Basically, that's it for now. We're going to let it do its thing. I really do like the color scheme. And I'm excited to see how this one comes out when we demold it. So basically what I'm going to do is going to come back after this is dried of the touch, or at least very, 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 very tacky. And then I'm going to come in with a top coat. And I'm wondering if I should use, I don't know if I want a clear top coat. I think I want to pull a darker pink or a darker purple and back it, because then the colors will be more vibrant. So I'm going to think about that and decide, and I'll see you guys when I come back. I'm sorry about the light. It's kind of ruining the effect here, but sorry about that. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Late last night, I poured a back coat to this 3D bloom. I mixed the same purple zircon that I used, but instead I wanted it darker, so I added some black satin mica powder into the purple zircon to make it darker, so it'll bring out the colors. I demolded 3 extras already, and these came out absolutely beautiful and perfect with no bubbles. And considering it was warm, I'm very happy about that. This little unicorn, kind of struggling to get off. Sprayed some alcohol down there. Let's see if we can, oh, came right out. Oh no, there's a bubble on the top and one in here. All right, see what we can do with that. That one back. Remember I poured that rainbow color with some extra, and now I can, oh, that looks beautiful. And now I can use that as the topper for that other jar I made that's missing the top, the butterfly top. So I'll put that on there after I sand it down a little bit. I marbled some extra pendants with all 3 colors. Again, it was kind of thick, so Oh, how cute did that come out? Okay. Oh, that one looks cute. I like that I was able to get kind of all three colors in there. Oh, this is cute, maybe. Okay. Wow. All right, basically the ivory didn't come out. Oh, this one has it. Just a tiny bit. Most of the pink, I try to marble it, but most of the pink and purple came out on the front and the golden opal came out on the back. All right, they're cute. Nothing to write home about, but all right, let's see how this came out. I'm dying to know. Hopefully it came out good. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God, I am really, none of my colors dropped. Oh, look, the gold and the purple and the pink stayed in the middle. I mean, the pink and the purple overtook a little bit, but you still see some of the golden opal in there. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn this light off so you can see it better because the ring light is making a really horrible ring in the middle. But oh my God, that came out. It just came out absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the pink and the purple and the golden opal, those color mixture together is just absolutely stunning. I'm really, really happy about how that came out. So basically that mold is from Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out. She's in Australia. She sells really high quality molds. They're very, very beautiful. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that rose to the top of the other flip top jar that I made the other day. I'm just going to put some flat back bails on the pendants. I'm going to trim them if they need trimming, of course, first, as well as the butterfly and the two others. And I'm just going to put refrigerator magnets on the back. I see that I do have a big bubble in the top of the unicorn horn, and I have a few micro bubbles on the bottom, so I wasn't happy with that. I'm probably not going to finish that one off. It's not worth the time. And basically, that just came out beautiful as is. I'm not going to do anything to it. And I appreciate you all watching. I thank you so much. And please like and subscribe and share if you think the content is worth sharing. And again, I appreciate you. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.